Shalom. Before I get started, I want to say, call alarm la Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Kodash, which means give our praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Yahushai, which is our Lord and Savior, and to the Holy Spirit. Nathar Mashana Kabbalah Hazu Krayim Shayas Allah, which means give the honors to the elders of Israel, which is the apostles and elders of great millstone who teach and will well. And Shalom wa Alabachayas Shayas Allah, which means peace and love to the elect of Israel, and come back again through the spirit power of Yahweh Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Hakodash. Just want to do a quick lesson. Don't really have a specific title for it, so I'm gonna just start with the book of Revelation, the 15th chapter. Let the scriptures do the talking. Lord willing, this lesson be edifying to the elect. So I'm gonna start with the book of Revelation 15:1. And I saw that a sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, which is going to the destruction, thermonuclear destruction, and also the chariots. You see, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And what's the wrath of the Most High? We jump to Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to winter his anger, his wrath, with fury, and his rebukes with flames of fire. Right? So the Lord's wrath is what bringing fire to the earth, man. It said, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. The slain of the Lord should be many. Right? The slain of the Lord going to be many. It said in the book of Jeremiah, from one end of the earth to the other, man. It said in NLT. In Isaiah 66:16, the Lord will punish the world by fire, and by his sword he will judge the earth, and many will be killed by him. Right? A lot of people gonna die by him, man. You see, a lot of people gonna die by him, man. So going back to Revelations 15:2, I read one again. I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And as I saw, is what a sea of glass mixed with fire, talking about what the outer space, you see. And them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, right? Stand on the sea of glass, representing what? The so-called UFO with chariots in the Bible, man. So only ones they're gonna take part standing on the sea of glass is the ones that had gotten the victory. And this is who? The elect. Because the elect gonna get the victory through the blood of the Lamb. Let me jump to Revelations 12:10. On point 11, let's start at 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointing. You see? For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which is who? Esau Edom, which accused them for our power that day and night, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, which is who? Yahushua is the Lamb, and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto death. Right? You see? So 1 Thessalonians 1:10, and to wait for his Son from heaven, whom he rise from the dead, even Yahushua, which deliver us from the wrath to come. What's the wrath to come? The second death. You see? It said in NLT, in verse 10, and they speak of how you are looking forward to the coming of the Most High Sons, the Most High Son from heaven, Yahushua, whom the Most High raised from the dead. He is the one who has rescued us from the terrors of the coming judgment. And that's what we want. And that's what the elect gonna receive. Lord willing, I'm part of the elect. Because the elect gonna take part in the salvation. Gonna take part, I don't know, I'm typing in elect like it. The elect gonna take part in standing on the sea of glass, man. It say what? Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people. Who's the little people? The Israelites. You see? Who make up the Israelites? The so-called Negroes, Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. And wherever Israel been scattered to, across the nations, across the country, the four winds of the earth, amongst the Gentiles, whose spirit goes back to Israelite, man. You see, it's all about your spirit, not about skin color, man. You see, so the Most High people is the Israelites. It say enter down to that chambers. And what is the chambers? The so-called UFOs. You stand on the sea of glass, man. You see, hey, the so-called UFOs, they got windows, man. Every moving vehicle got a window in it, man. You know what they're going to chambers real quick. The word chamber is chadar. It's a chamber, a room, right? So don't chariots, don't so-called UFOs have rooms in it, man. You see? It say room, a parlor, innermost part or inward part within. You know, look at parlor. Parlor going to what? A sitting room in a private house. A room in a public building for receiving guests. Come on, man. For receiving guests. Hey, this like what? The marriage supper of the Lamb. The marriage supper of the Lamb. Let's go to the root word of it. A chadar. It's a the incapacitated enclosed, the Strong's definition into a privy chamber. A privy chamber. Look up privy. Is what? Sharing in the knowledge of something secret or private, hidden, secret. Come on, man. Come on, man. So, right. Look, a chamber is a room. So, let's look at privy chamber. Privy chamber is a private apartment in a warrior residence, and this represents what? The chariot, the so-called UFOs, which is what? Our salvation vehicles, man. Warrior residence, come on, man. It's a private, and only the elect gonna take part in it, man. Was it blessed? Revelation 19. This just came to mind. Revelation 19. Damn. You started 7. Let's start at 7. It said, let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife have made herself ready. Who is the wife? The elect. You know? And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white. For the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. Right. And the saints is the Israelites. Psalms 148 and 14 tell us that. So the fine linen represent the good deeds, the works. You see, like saying NLT. You see? So 9, and he said unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb, which represent what? The kingdom of heaven, salvation. And he said unto me, these are the true sayings of the Most High. Right, going to supper real quick. Supper.
Strong's G 1173. Dipe not.
Right, it said, use of the Messiah feast symbolizing salvation in the kingdom, and the elect, the elect gonna be saved from the second death, man, from the wrath, man. You see, only the elect. It say Matthew 24 and 31, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and there shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other, man. So only the elect gonna take part in the privy chamber, man. Gonna take part in the salvation, man. You know, and 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they gonna come back in the kingdom of heaven. You see, it was a blessed day they took part in the first restoration of the Lord. You know, so only the elect gonna take part in standing on the sea of glass, watching the destruction from heaven. You see, out of the chambers. Let's go back and finish Isaiah 26 and 20. It said, come, my people, enter down into that chambers and shut that doors about thee. Hide thyself as well for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed, right? His anger, his wrath be overpassed. It said, for behold, the Lord coming out of his place. What's the Lord's place? The spiritual realm. You see? Coming out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. By means of what? Fire. You know, for their sins. The earth also should disclose her blood and should no more cover her slain. You know? So only the elect gonna be saved. This is who the Lord coming to save. You see, the Lord died for his people, starting with the elect of his people, man. It's a chosen within the chosen, man. You can't not get around it, man. So going back to Revelation 15 And 2, with this again, I saw the sea of glass mixed with fire, and them that had gotten the victory of the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name. You see? Over the Esau miracle system, this beast system. The elect is not going to take the mark, the Chawagma, RFID microchip, the mark of the beast. The elect is not going to take that, man. You see? Because, hey, you jump over to Revelation 14. Damn. Man. Let's read 9 to 10. It said, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same should drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mutual into the cup of his indignation. He should be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So the Lord wrath is what? Thermonuclear destruction, man. Nuclear fire. That's his wrath. And you take his mark, you're gonna drink of that cup. You see? Without mystery, man. You know you're gonna be part of the second death, so don't take it. But only one they're gonna get the victory is the elect. You see? Cause it's saying Job 5:19. He should deliver thee in 6 trouble. Yeah, and 7, right? The 7th trump. There should no evil touch thee, right? No evil gonna touch the elect. You see? The Milsers ain't gonna touch the elect, man. You see? and that's plain, man. You know, so after the destruction, New Jerusalem coming down from heaven, man. You know what? Let's get that. Revelation 21:1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. So after Esau's kingdom and destroyed, our kingdom is here, man. You know what? This just came in mind. 2 Peter 3:12. No, let's start at 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, the milsers, and the which the heavens should pass away with a great noise. So what's that great noise? The milsers. It say my sword should be bathed in heaven, right? Isaiah 34:5. For my sword should be bathed in heaven. You see? I'm talking about what? The milsers. That's that great noise. Let's start it for. And all the hosts of heaven should be dissolved, and the heavens should be wove together as a scroll, the mushroom clouds, and all their hosts should fall down as the leaf fall off from the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. So what's going to cause the mushroom clouds? The heavens rolled together as a scroll. The sword, you see? It said, behold, verse 5, for my sword should be bathed in heaven. Behold, it should come down upon Adumiu and upon the people of my coast to judgment. Right, America. Adumiu, Greek word for saying Edom, man. You see? So this sword will come upon Babylon the Great, man. It's in the NOT. And when my sword has finished its works in the heavens, it will fall upon Edom, the nation I have marked for destruction. You cannot get around it. You can't save Esau, man. You see, you're going to be destroyed. Hand join hand, the wicked should never be go unpunished, right? You want to save an Edomite. The Most High ain't saving an Edomite. You know? So come on, man. So going back to 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. No missiles. And the which the heavens should pass away with a great noise. How the heavens gonna pass away with a great no missiles? I should be on nuclear missiles, man. My sword should be bathed in heaven. And the elements should melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works the oil therein should be burnt up. You see? Seeing then that all these things should be dissolved, a manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation, godliness, right? Going to what? Your conduct, your manner of life. You know what? Conversation. And a strife in the Greek.
Strong's G 391. Anastrafe.
Is what? Your manner of life, conduct, behavior, deportment, man. You see? Not about you talking about NBA games, the new Jays coming out, when the NFL season start. No, man, your manner of life, man. That's the word conversation here, man. You see? So how should you be living your life on earth? knowing the destruction, the second death is not, knowing that our Lord Yahweh Shemashah is on his way back. It said, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day. Yeah, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Messiah, when the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. You see? So going back to Revelation 21:1, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth will pass away. So Esau's kingdom. It said Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. And there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, which is a people for us a place, right? You know what? What's that? What's that? Is it First Maccabees or Second Maccabees? Bear with me. Bear with me, box people. Second Maccabees. So Second Maccabees 5:19. Nevertheless, the Most High did not choose the people for the place's sake, but the place for the people's sake. So New Jerusalem, that holy city, is talking about the saints of the Most High, the elect of Jerusalem. You see? You know what? Look up city. Let's look it up, man. City in the Greek.
Strong's G 4172. Palace.
Get straight to the point. It said the heavenly, Alan Baker used to be the heavenly Jerusalem, the abode of the blessed in heaven, or the visible capital in the heavenly kingdom, to come down to earth after the renovation of the world by fire. I come to set fire on the earth, man. Come on, man. So after the destruction, after the elect get beamed up, into the clouds, into the chambers, stand on the sea of glass, they go come down. When the smoke's clear, to sit up what? The kingdom of heaven under Yahushua. You see, King David. And now John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem. And this is what the Apostle John sinned on the island Patmos, man. He saw the destruction. He saw the ones that were beheaded. He saw the ones that got the victory. He saw the masses of the people get chipped up, man. He saw it, man. And he saw this New Jerusalem come down from the Most High out of heaven. You see? Out of heaven, man. What you mean? We go, come on, man. Prepares a bride adorned for a husband, man. You see? So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect. Once again, give our praises to Yahweh Shemashah, Ba'ashem, V'chakodash, the bonus to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach them well, and peace and love to the elect with that shalom.